ribs press back, hips press back. Start to sway, seaweed sway side to side. Push seed hands far away from you and start to sway. Letting the ribs move independent of the hips. Letting your arms press forward as one unit. Find some stillness in the center and sweep two dome hands in front of you like you're putting gel on your hair. Elbows go forward, domes come to the side of the head. Palms make hollows, fingertips touch the head. And then press the head back into the hands. Open the front chest and pulse. Ecstasy arms. Hips glide back so much that the belly opens up long. Now you see why this is a belly opening class. Pulse here. And then find stillness in the center, crescent to the right. Let your left rib cage float and lift up towards the ceiling. Elbows stay forward. I'm going to turn around to show you from the front. So elbows are pointing towards my nose as I crescent right. Right ear can tilt to that right shoulder. And then come back up center. Couple pulses in the middle. Hips back, knees forward, elbows forward, head back, heart back, hips back. I know. And crescent left. Imagine you have balloons in these right side ribs and they're floating towards the ceiling. Feel the skin stretching open over the ribs. Breathe normal. And then come up center. So we'll keep our arms in ecstasy for now. Step wide, toes touch first, step narrow, reach two arms forward, hop wide, hop narrow, hop wide, step narrow, step wide, hop together, hop to the left, hop to the right, turn around, back to the front. Beautiful. And do some seaweed sway here. And step wide, arms reach back, ecstasy again, hips back, knees forward, get deep here. And then open the belly. Sit back, open belly. We'll turn to the side. Sit back, open belly. So try to keep your back ribs open here, so still expanding in the back rib cage. Go for the gold here. The more you slide your hips back, the more you can open your belly. Find your pulse. Light in your heels. And then reach two dome hands forward. Hips slide back a lot. Belly so long. Reach. Get low. Dome hands touch down. Fingernails touch down first. So light. No weight. Dome hands slide to spring hands. And walk it back. 1 foot to all fours pose. Walk your knees back so that your belly has a chance to be long. Hands are a little bit in front of the shoulders and knees are a little bit behind the hips. Press your belly so long. Watch here as I press my hands into the floor to lift my upper back, to dome it into that primary curve. That's much different than collapsing into the upper back here. So we really want to fill it in. Press into the upper back. Now, find your ankle hollows by pressing the tops of the feet into the floor and lifting your ankles away from the floor. This action should lift your tailbone. Energetically press both knees away from each other. You're in a powerful all fours position. The whole body is engaged here. Check back of neck. It's long. So let's move our head in circles, pretending like there's a laser beam out of the top of the head. The back of the neck stays long throughout. Bring the chin to the chest, and then fill in that back heart even more. Lift it even higher. Press spring hands more into the floor, and then press head up, keeping neck long. Good. Find a pulse back and forth. Barrel roll the rib cage here. Just for fun. And go the other way. And do some undulations with the spine. And then come back to all fours. Knees resist each other, back heart full, glutes engaged, equal tonus on the full body. Lean to the right, and left leg takes square leg. So that's a 90-degree bend at the knee, and the knee presses down to keep that gluteal engagement. So hips are still back. Back heart is still full. Pull the back heel back as if you're pulling it into resistance. And then flare the left foot out to the side, fiesta flare. This engages parts of the leg that you're not used to engaging. Imagine there's a golf ball on the bottom of your lifted foot and you don't want to drop it. Swing the left knee in underneath you towards the belly and then open it up out to the side, open leg. Fiesta flare that foot. Stay tall in the back heart and pulse. Pulse your hips back as if you're stamping your butt on the wall behind you. Keep that open leg lifted. Lean right and maybe take the left dome hand to the left knee. Open your belly more. Lean right ear to right shoulder. Pulse. Come out the way you came in, slowly, deliberately. Left fingertips touch first, dome slides to spring. And left knee comes down, reset, and all fours pose. Let's go to other side. Knees resist each other, belly long, back heart full. Lift right leg, square leg. Activate the back side of the leg, pull back heel in and pulse. Stay full in the back heart, keeps strain from your wrist. Fiesta flare that top foot. Swing right knee in towards the belly, hips go back as you open up, open leg. Right hand domes, pulse like you're stamping your butt on the wall behind you. Right foot, fiesta flare. Stay here and pulse, or take right hand to right knee, open belly. Left ear falls to left shoulder. Pulse. Come back gracefully. Right hand finds a dome. Dome slides to spring. And knee comes down, hips back. Hips press back so much. Back heart lifts up, spring load. Back heart floats away from the floor. And you come into high knees pose. Knees resist each other. Ankle hollows present. Hips back, let's pulse. Getting a little breath in there now. Swing both arms to the left. Belly stays long. Left hand catches left heel. Right hand finds ecstasy. Bow the belly and arc the side. Keep your hip creases intact here. And then reach two hands forward. Let's try other side. Swing right. Right hand catches right heel. Left hand ecstasy. Belly long. Hips pulse back. And reach two seats forward, hips back. Here we stand. Eyes up, belly long. Shift left. Right foot steps forward, toes first. Keep your eyes up, elbows out. Step up. Earth pose. Hips back, knees forward. Find your breath. For the next set of standing poses, I'll do half of them facing the camera and half of them to the side. So we'll start in earth pose. Weight your right foot, dig, drag your left, and take left leg out to open leg. Knee presses in, hips press back. Press your left hand into left knee, and right seed hand reaches forward. Find a pulse. Back heart stays so full. Left foot crosses over right ankle, and hands come to opposite elbows. Hands resist each other, liquid hands. Hips sit back. Pulse. And then slide that left leg all the way over. Left toes touch down in front of right foot for Phoenix kickstand. Hips press back. Belly bows. Reach both seed hands forward. And then bring both seeds to the top of your head, crown hands. Lift and press your head into the crown to lengthen your belly. Slide and glide your hips way back. Lift and press, slide it back. Lift and press, slide it back. Good. Reach two seat forward, uncross the legs, and seaweed sway yourself out in earth pose, other side. Weight the left foot. Dig, drag the right foot. Right leg, open leg. So we did open leg on the floor. We're doing it standing now. Hips back, knees forward, belly long. Reach left seat forward, pulse. Fiesta flare, that right foot. And then cross. Right ankle over left knee. Reach two arms forward. This time we'll bring our hands to our legs. So first stop is dome hands. Second stop goes to liquid hands on knee and heel. Press the hips back a lot. And then let that right leg slide over, right toes touch down on the floor in front of left toes. Left arm crosses underneath the right for eagle arms. Press palms together. Slide your hips back and lift your arms up. Hips slide back. Belly lifts long. Release the arm bind. Two seats forward. Release the leg bind and sway it out. Step wide. Hips go back, belly long. Reach two dome hands forward. Reach them forward a lot. Dome hands slide to spring hand. And then walk your feet back, come to All fours pose once again. Ensure that you've got a long space between your belly. Press your feet into the floor, lift the tailbone. Press your spring hands into the floor to float your rib cage all the way up. And find some pulses here, check your spring. Now we will try crouching cat. Crouching cat is Bowspring's answer to downward dog. So we're going to tuck our toes under. This is called crouching foot. So 2 feet are in crouching foot. And then press off, press back heart high, lift your hips, and then come up. So the back heart is so full, and you could probably put a ball on my back and it wouldn't roll up. I'm not pressing back my hips back so much. I'm pressing my hips back, but I'm also pulling my rib cage forward, pulling my head forward to keep that levelness in the back heart. And when I'm here, I can pulse. My eyes are forward. I can really get into my legs, almost like I'm going to bounce forward and pounce on something. So that's crouching cat. Find some natural pauses here. And I know it's hard the first time. Let's come down and take a rest. That should do it. Tuck your toes under crouching toes and lift up. Full heart, crouching cat. Take right leg out and back, square leg. And then swing the right knee in and open it to the side, open leg. Right hand domes here, fingernails on the mat, so light, couple pulses. Press your hips back like you're stamping them on the wall behind you. Swing the right leg in and cross the right ankle over right knee. Float your rib cage forward and lower both knees on the floor underneath you. Untuck your back toes and 2 feet come to hero feet. Find your ankle hollows. Press tops of feet into the floor to lift the tailbone. Press hands into the floor to float the rib cage. And press knees energetically away from each other to engage the glutes. Belly's long, heart is full. Take 2 seeds forward on the mat. And with integrity, lower elbows down to the floor. Keep your back heart full, eyes forward. So once you're here, float your back ribs up and move your hips side to side. Press your chin into your chest to lift your back heart even fuller. And then look your eyes forward. Falcon pose. Stay here or lift up and float up 2 seats forward. This one's a little hard. Resist knees away from each other. Bring hands to ecstasy and press belly long. Hips back, belly long. Reach 2 seats forward. Domes come down. Domes to spring. Tuck your back toes under and lift both knees off the floor. Uncross the legs for back and crouching cat. You have a couple pulses here. Stay high in your back heart. And then we'll take left leg, square leg behind you. Activate back side of the leg. Couple pulses here. And then left knee swings in and open leg to the side. Left hand domes. Belly long. Couple pulses. Left hand spring. Left leg crosses over right knee. Heart moves forward and both knees come to the floor underneath you. Untuck your right toes. Belly's long. Hips are back. Back heart full. Knees resist each other. Couple pulses here. Move the hips side to side. Figure out where they get sticky. then 2 seats forward, eyes forward, lower the elbows, belly long, hips back, knees forward. Pull the elbows to the knees, knees to the elbows to pull your belly long. Lift your back heart away from your elbows. And then even pull your right heel in a thigh bicep curl to activate your right leg. Stay here or take it a step further. Walk the hands back, back heart full. 2 seats forward and ecstasy arms, hips back, belly long. Two seats forward, domes touch down. Dome slide to spring. Tuck your right toe under, lift your hips and knees off the floor, uncross the legs. Come back to crouching cat. Swivel both toes and knees to the left, and then press your hips down on the floor by your heels. So notice here my rib cage, when my head is up, my rib cage drops down. When my head is down, my rib cage floats up. So press your head down, point the top of the head at the floor and let your ribs float up. Now slide down to the mat. Good. Reach both arms towards the ceiling, roll your head back, roll your heart back, roll your hips back in that order. Now, I'm going to walk myself back on the mat, one body part at a time. Two seeds, reach towards the ceiling, pick up your hips and walk them back to bow your belly. Belly button lifts towards the ceiling. And then lift your feet off the floor. Activate the backs of the legs, fiesta flare the feet and catch the knees. Freedom pose. 90-degree bend at the knees and rock yourself side to side. Belly is so long. Maybe even lift your back shoulders off the floor. Bring them back down if you lifted them up. Reach two seats towards the ceiling. And then bring the knees slightly to the right, the arms slightly to the left. Come center. Other way, knees slightly to the left, arms slightly to the right. I'm not falling into the twist here, I'm staying active. And then one more time. Bring the feet towards the floor and bring the left foot down, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, thigh rooting position. So press the right thigh long and resist the thigh into two straight arms. Pull the thigh and root it into the socket as you pulse the heel towards the ceiling, fiesta flare the foot. Cross right ankle over left knee. And leave it here and press your arms long, or take it a step further and interlace the hands behind the left thigh. Only do this if you can keep your belly long at the same time. If you have to lift your shoulders off the floor and shorten your belly to do that, then just keep your back on the floor. All right, cross that right leg all the way over the left. Bring two hands to chin-up bar position, so two domes on the floor over your head. Squeezing palms, arms activated. Then cross both legs slowly to the left. Release your left hand and bring it to the right knee. Let your right elbow point at the ceiling, right shoulder comes off the floor, and your chin is in the same line as your breastbone. Supine twist. Right shoulder floats off the floor. And bring the left hand back to dome, swing the legs back up, uncross the legs. And bring the right foot to the floor and interlace the fingers behind the left thigh root. Pull the femur bone into the socket. Resist the knee away from you, 2 arms long, belly long. And fiesta flare the foot, pulse at the ceiling. Cross left ankle over right knee. Leave it here. Straighten your arms and reach your belly. Or if your belly is already long and it's no problem for you, interlace the hands behind the right thigh and rock it out. And release that right foot to the floor. Bring both hands to chin up bar, so two dome hands over the shoulders, squeezing palms. And cross that left leg all the way over the right leg. Slowly cross both legs to the right. Right hand touches the left knee and left elbow points at the ceiling. Turn your chin to line with your breastbone. Roll your head back, knees roll up, and uncross the legs. Reach under your butt, pull your butt flesh up and back to dome your belly. Bring both hands to chin up bar position. Walk your feet back as much as you can, and then lift your belly button higher than your pubic bone, bridge pose. Belly button lifts. Head presses back. Hips drop down. And release the hips to the floor. Walk your legs out long. And then reach 2 seed hands towards the ceiling, making contact between the back part and the floor. Reach underneath yourself, grab your buttocks flesh and pull it back, and then bring the arms to the floor, palms down. Lift your chin out of your chest and soften your jaw. Assimilation pose. When you're ready, start to wiggle fingers and toes, moving around a bit. Stretch your right arm up overhead on the mat and then roll over onto your right side. Head goes to your bicep and push your hips back behind you a lot. Keeping your head towards the floor, let your ribs slide up first. Slide and glide, head still down, head still down. I'm watching you, head still down until the very end, and then it comes up. Thank you for joining me. What a great practice today.